We're going in. Hi. Hi, you three. Okay. A little goat introduction since I never did anything formal. This is Princess, the one, the only. She's great. This is Cupid. He's the little man, the youngest. He's a wether. Alpine. He's the Alpine chamois or whatever, I think. You see his pattern. If you know goats, you might recognize that right away. He's certainly like my most affectionate. He'll kind of follow me around more so. He'll want the attention. And then Cupid is the goat that I've had the longest. Although I think Princess may be slightly older. They were both born like May sometime of, well, I know I was told I adopted him in about July. He was 2 months old, early July, and or late June. And his family, the farm he came from, said he was born on May 3rd of 2018, which he shares my birthday. So I was 25 when he was born. I turned 25. Now I'm going to be turning 27 soon, and he's going to be 2. And then Princess, I'm not actually sure of her birthday, even though I know that farm that she came from pretty well. I'm guessing she was born around a similar time, late April, early May, so maybe we should just call her nearly 2 years old. And then Cupid, he was from a farm. He can be so funny. You know what's great about Cupid though? He'll let me just completely mount him and straddle him. I can ride him like a little horse, and he doesn't even mind. Don't worry, I'm not putting weight on him. It's just funny to me that he loves attention so much he doesn't even mind being and let me tell you, if I try to do this to any of my other goats, they will immediately walk out from under me. But Cupid, he'll just sit here. He wants pets. He's not finding this complete. Well, so age-wise, we got two 2-year-olds and a I don't know. He's about 14 months old now. Coming up this weekend will have been 1 year of having him, and I also kind of adopted him when he was about 2 months. If you're getting new to goats or whatever, what I've found is 2 months, and what I've learned, 2 months is about how long they need to be with their mother. That's a typical age to wean or to be fully weaned. And in Cupid's case, or no, sorry, not Cupid's case. I think Cupid's mom was still around. I can't be sure. But yeah, right around 2 months, they were advertising on Craigslist, and I came across the ad, and he had some brothers and sisters, but this was the guy. It was love at first sight. I mean, I saw this group of goat kids, and Cupid I knew was the one. And then Skylar, he had a sister, I believe, from the same mom, and they were a dairy operation, so they were keeping the girls but adopting out the boys. And their mom died right at about 7 or 8 weeks, and so they were especially ready to adopt because, I don't know, I guess whatever, whether the mom died or not, I guess wouldn't necessarily matter too much. But Skylar was available. He was Central Iowa. Princess was Central Iowa. And then Cupid was 1 year ago, where we live here now, which is in near Taylor's Falls, Minnesota. He was near Lindstrom. So breed-wise, like I said, Cupid, Alpine, as far as I know. Probably, not certified at all. There's no paperwork or anything with any of these guys. I mean, I can see the point in that at sometimes if you want to get into that, purebreds and that type of thing. But these guys sure don't care if they have papers or not. Skylar, he's also alpine. Although now he's, you can see, 2 years old, and certainly some alpines get larger than this. Maybe some are smaller. I guess I would think he's somewhat on the smaller side for an alpine, but it doesn't bother me too much. We haven't really started training with a pack, but we've done a little bit. I have a very basic soft pack that I got from packgoats.com, and it's not really meant for weight, but it's meant to just start teaching them how to carry around a pack and be aware of that sort of thing. I'll show you that sometime. Or I do have clips around, maybe here, insert clip. Okay, Princess, half alpine, half boer, as far as I know. I met her mom. I met her dad. It was tough. So I want to give a quick story of what happened. I adopted a baby goat, 2 days old, actually 1 day old. Her mom had rejected her. The farmers, hobbyists, they found this baby goat, thought it was pretty much nearly dead. I mean, it had been at least a few hours, and the mother had rejected it. And I was helping out on that farm a little bit, just out of my own curiosity of goats and my own interest. And they asked me if I could help out and bottle feed that baby that was almost dead. I missed his yawn. That was funny. I want to make this a quick story of Helen, my first goat. Another yawn. So basically I started taking care of this 1 day old goat, and after 1 week of the homeowners, farm owners, they had gone on spring break. So this was like 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago. She, I was obviously very bonded to this baby, so I said, hey, can I keep this baby goat? And that was the start. And so Helen was her name, became her name, and I took care of her. It was great. I mean, it was very different. It was an animal. Goats are social, so there was no way I'm leaving this baby alone. It wasn't going to happen. That was pretty traumatic. I would attempt it when she was really young, or if she was sleeping, I could leave her be for a little bit. And baby goats, yeah, they do sleep quite a bit. But I would go and milk her mom. Her mom was still alive. Her mom was fine. Her name was Trouble. But I would milk her and then bottle feed that to Helen. And sometimes I would try to milk some of the other moms that were there and that sort of thing. And one of those mothers was Princess's mom, Rosabelle. And Princess was born a month and a half after Helen. So Helen was born in early March of 2018, and that's why I'm saying Princess was born late April, May. I can't exactly remember when she popped out, but she was a little later baby. Same father though. Same, they had only had that one buck to impregnate all their does. But before Princess came into the picture, before I adopted Princess, what happened was I had Helen, and Helen, she got off the bottle, and I was I was getting ready to be like, okay, I think I'm done being with this baby goat for like 24/7. I want a little bit of. So, what's the most logical thing was, well, I could get a second goat, get her a friend, and then they can be friends and not depend so much on me. Hopefully, that was the theory. And so I was looking on Craigslist and found this advertisement for Skylar. And he had already, no, he didn't have that name. He had a different name. What the heck was the name? I cannot remember what Skylar's original name was. But I took a trip with a friend and we went and picked up Skylar. He was like 1 hour away. I was in Ames, Iowa at the time, and Skylar was near Des Moines, a little south of Des Moines, and adopted Skylar. And